there, it's Heather from Sunshine Hunting. Many of you might be here visiting this channel because of my daily live broadcasts on Facebook, centered around support, which is a very near and dear thing to my heart due to events in my past that led to me having complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And I started the page in the beginning of, or the posts, the lives, in the beginning of May because I wanted to give back as a way to the world because I felt that there was something lacking in our mental health industry. There's a big gap if you didn't have the funding to pay for therapy or to join a grief counseling group, especially during, after COVID, when a lot of them fizzled out, or if you didn't have the money to pay for them, then you were, basically left alone. And so I remember there was a period of my time where I felt really alone, and I was corresponding with somebody who was really my catfish. But the thing that I felt that was the most beneficial part of it for me was those daily morning check-ins when they happened. That good morning, that good night. It made me feel like I mattered. It made me feel like I was worthy, that I meant something to somebody. And try not to get emotional. And I'm sure vice versa. I have no idea. I can only speak for myself. But with that being said, when people suffer from complex post-traumatic stress disorder, they do feel unsupported. And although you're told to go out and find support systems, sometimes you feel like you're burdening everybody else. You feel overwhelmed. You also have a hard time relating to other people, trusting other people, meeting new people, even just expressing yourself. Like, people don't understand. They just want to tell you that, oh, just put your stuff, that's the past, leave it in the past. But they don't understand that that's not so easy to do, you can't just walk away from everything as much as you want to. Like I did walk away from a lot. I just let it all fall apart, some of the things, but not everything. Like your financial history, that's with me. Like, I can't run from my taxes. I can't run from the bills that I owe. I can't run from the medical things. I can't run from everything, right? So, and I have to learn how to manage those things. I have to learn how to take care of those things. And so as long as those things have a hold on me, and probably that's the point, because then they have a control over me, right? And I don't want to get all into my trauma, because that's just kind of reliving the past, but some of those things are going to come up, right? Some of those little bits and pieces, and I'm going to be very vulnerable with everybody about some of the stuff that I have to go through, meaning some of the financials or whatever, right? And use myself as a guinea pig, right? But the thing is that because I'm a firm believer that if the foundation is strong, right? If your foundation is strong, meaning you have confidence, right? You know what to do with money once you get it. And if you don't, you'll learn. And 3, you have the education in place, or the skills or whatever, in order to make something of it. You're going to be fine, right? It's like your foundation. It's like a house, right? I'm not going to frivolously spend things, right? So as long as that's there, right? you're going to be okay. Like, I don't need to have designer clothes to make me feel confident, right? Obviously, there's certain things I like. I don't need to have a fancy car to make me feel, you know, like I've arrived in the world. Some people like those things, but if those things are taken away, if the fancy house is taken away, I'm still Heather, right? I am still me, my authentic self. If all of a sudden, God forbid, I couldn't walk, right? I would still be Heather, right? There's nothing changing that. So I would be really sad though, because I couldn't go hiking, but I would find a way, like I would find a way to make my, you know, in the wheelchair or something. I don't know. I'd figure a way out, maybe some weird cool bike or something, that I could do, but I would figure something out. But, needless to say, I'm like completely digressing here, but my point is that I believe that if the foundation is strong, that you're able to rebuild. And I'm going to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to show you guys that you can do this, by using myself, because I've been traumatized, obviously, but I've lost a lot. And I think that there's been a lot of people, my situation is not unique. Like, there's a lot of people that have identity theft. There's a lot of people that have been scammed out of money. There's a lot of people that have been catfished. That was like a big epidemic during COVID, right? People have been catfished. There's a lot of people that are out there that are lonely, that are depressed, that are suffering probably from post-traumatic stress disorder. We've got people coming back from war broken, okay? They have signed up to protect us, to fight for our country, and they come back and they're broken. They're meaning like not broken, like they're broken, like meaning like they're either missing body parts or they're hurting emotionally and they don't have the skills in order to recover, because I wasn't given the skills. Like, I didn't know I had these problems until I was suffering from such anxiety that when I tried to leave my husband and he started harassing me at work, and I was in the middle of having identity theft, right? And I was trying to move on and be with my catfish. I didn't know he was a catfish at the time. But when all this stuff was going on, right? I didn't know that I had post-traumatic stress disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, until I went to the psychiatrist, and I had to get a 10-day leave of absence note. And he told me, oh, no, you have this instead, and you're going on a leave of absence, which then led over a year, which led to me losing my job, which led me to the entire crumbling and fall of my entire life. But with that being said, is that sometimes those things have to happen because you are living so much out of alignment from who you authentically are. Like, I was giving and not giving to so many, prioritizing everybody else's needs over mine so much that I lost who I was. I lost my essence, everything, my happiness, my joy. I lost everything, and I became bitter and angry and resentful, and I was fighting to come back out. I was fighting to find Heather. And I was fighting to find happiness again. And sometimes you have to love somebody from a distance, because you're not compatible with them, and they're never going to change, and you gave them enough time to change. And as heartbreaking as that is, you matter. Your life matters. We only get, I don't know how, I don't know if as far as I know, this is my life right now. That's all I can guarantee. And I want to enjoy it. I want to live it. I want to experience the things that I can achieve and not regret. I don't want to live in regret. And so I hope that you guys will join me for this experience, because I'm excited about it. I'm excited to share with you. Oh, I've got a cat coming out of the corner. I'm excited to share with you everything that I can possibly share and have us grow together. For those of you that don't know what complex post-traumatic stress disorder is, it's bottom line, just real bare bones, it's when somebody's experienced trauma over an excessive, multiple events, or one trauma over an extended period of time. And it can be managed with cognitive behavioral therapy and medication, and other methods of help. And you often, symptoms often are anxiety, outbursts of emotion, having nightmares and flashbacks of events that happened to you, not being able to have relationships. That's why the whole thing about support is really an interesting thing, because in difficult situation in this aspect, because sometimes just having a friendly smile on another side of a live broadcast and just being able to show up when you can, and not to have anything with like religion or anything with location or government or anything like that associated with it. Just completely, just a blank slate, nothing but just love is so important, because it's hard enough to just get along with people. And then you have to put all these other things on, with this person's from this country, this person's from that. Who cares? At some point, we're just human beings, all trying to survive, we've all had trauma, we've all experienced it, and we can't stay in little bubble wrap bodies, but what we can do is we can have the tools so we can recover, and we can live a better life, and we can enjoy the rest of the life we have. And that's what I'm so excited about. That's what I'm so excited about sharing. So facing those fears and having a group of people that know what I'm talking about, and working through some trauma. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to work through trauma. We're going to figure out how to get over that. No, we're going to figure out how to move on. But, how to self-regulate and enjoy life. So, and smile and not feel hopeless and worthless, and love ourselves just the way we are, and be okay with just how we are. That's what we're going to do. So I am excited that you stayed till the end of my video. I look forward to having you tune in for the next videos. And where we're going to talk about loneliness is going to be the next one. So, and get to learn more about me. So, with that being said, I will see you guys later. And, join my Facebook page. It's Heather Ann Smith, I'm sorry. And, my business page, Sunshine Hunting, where I do the daily lives. Okay? Bye. Love you guys.